Hot Dog, a program about stuff.
Hot dog, everything you've ever wanted to know and a lot of things you don't want to know.
Hot dog?
How do they make cardboard boxes?
Let's see. I don't know.
Probably makes it out of some kind of paper thing that you make paper out of, only it's kind of heavier.
Well, the cardboard is easy to make because that's grown and fertilized, and the cardboard grows up and it's harvested. But it's getting the boxes squared off that's a big problem, and they have guys working day and night. I mean, they make for every box that you see, there are millions and millions of boxes that they throw out because they can't seem to get the edges square.
Cardboard boxes can be made from cardboard boxes. It's part of the reclamation process that keeps us from cluttering up our world. The cardboard boxes and other scrap paper are all gushed up with water and chemicals. The mixture is then spread out on a huge, long, endless belt. The water drips out the bottom and heat is applied to dry the mixture. Can you see where the mixture begins to dry? The mixture dries on hundreds of these huge rollers. This machine runs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It never stops. And finally, the paper is rolled up into huge rolls. Now, 3 rolls of the cardboard are brought together on this machine. The middle roll is pushed together like an accordion, and then the 3 rolls are glued together. Here's how boxes are made.
Why do we have different color skin?
I don't know what. Yeah, I do. The blacks, you see, they were born in the hotter part, and their skin tanned out, and it's the way it stayed or something.
I really don't know. It's kind of weird to say that, but I don't know.
What about the red people and the yellow people and the white people?
Well, I guess the white people were in hot places.
I don't know.
And what about the red man?
I guess he was in a medium hot place or something.
The only difference between black, white, brown, red, or yellow skin is the amount of a pigment called melanin contained in the skin. Now, melanin is a yellow to black pigment that protects the body from ultraviolet light. The amount of melanin that you have depends on your race. Now, all people have some amount of pigment present. You might say that light-skinned people are poor in the amount of melanin that they have, while dark-skinned people are rich in abundance. Now, this may be a little technical, but the reason that light-skinned people tan is because an amino acid called tyrosine, under the influence of ultraviolet light, converts to melanin. And you might not know this, but dark-skinned people get darker too. Now, moles and freckles are just localized collections of melanin. So ultimately, what determines your skin color is the amount of melanin that you have.
What's paint?
Paint is a mixture of solids in a vehicle. Not a car, though, silly. The solids are pigments, and the vehicle is liquid. In this case, linseed oil. They mix the pigments with the oil, and it comes out like paste. Then they put it through grinding mills where it comes out in the proper consistency. Then they just plop it into tubes. Watercolors are made the same way, except the vehicle is water. This is where they make all those little boxes of paint you've been using for years.
Hot Dog will be back in just a minute. I think.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
Where do lobsters and crabs come from?
Well, lobsters are fished out of the Atlantic Ocean, and a great many crabs are taken out of the Pacific. But even though they're a continent apart, the process and the problems are precisely the same.
There's nothing in the world compared with it. The beauty of sunrise, particularly on the open sea, it has an appeal to a class of people that can't get along shore. No place for us in the scheme of things ashore. My lobster season generally starts about 15th of May and goes until sometime 1st of October, last of September. As a general thing, the lobstermen all leave here about the same time. Each man has his own gear that he hauls some every day. We can only take a lobster that measures 3 3/16 inches from its eye socket to the break in the carapace where the tail joins. We can't take any lobster with eggs, a female breeder. The local market wants both claws on the lobster pegged. Peg him to keep them from biting each other. If he doesn't have two uniform claws, if one is missing and one is malformed badly, that lobster goes as a cull, which generally runs about 30 to 40 cents a pound less than the two-clawed lobster.
And crab fishing, we fish about 2.5 months out of the 7-month season. And that's from November the 2nd till about the 1st of March. It takes me about an hour to get to the gear, because I have the gear in deep water, about 37 fathoms. I find my floats, because each fisherman has its own color of floats. At the end of the line, there's a trap where the crabs are encaged. Now the trap, and it has 2 doors where the crab goes in to get the squid, but he just smells it because it's in a plastic jar and he can't get it. All he gets is the smell. And the door only opens one way in. It can't let the crabs out. But then there's 2 escape hatches on the corner of the trap for the small crabs to go out.
Lobsters, they enter the mouth of the wooden funnel where the bait is. From there, they go through trying to escape. Of course, the small lobster would be apt to go in claw first, but I believe that what we call a jumbo lobster, particularly the larger ones, go in back too, tail first. I don't see how they could possibly put those 2 big claws ahead of them and go in that way. When I was a boy with my father, I remember 2 days. We had over 4,000 pounds in 2 days' haul. We had over a ton each day. Plenty of lobsters, but the supply is diminished. There isn't 1/10 of the lobsters there were around here 50 years ago.
Well, the fishing industry today has been gone down in the last 25 years. Years ago, I used to fish close to San Francisco because the production was there, but today, with all this pollution, it killed all the clam beds close to San Francisco, and we had to move out to deep water grounds to get crabs.
Oh, it's a very nice feeling. You don't feel lonesome. You're just interested in what you're doing. There's so much to see and so much to do when you watch the weather. You feel perfectly happy and contented and very self-sufficient. The day goes by very fast. Sometimes it'll be 3 or 4 o'clock. You're ready to start along home before you realize you haven't eaten your lunch. So I'm tired by the time I get ashore. And I'm not always amiable when I have to turn to and cut and bag bait for 2 or 3 hours. Still, I feel that I have no moral right to start producing as long as I'm able to go to sea. The next morning, the sun's going to rise, and the boats are going to go, and Donald's going to be right along with them when they go, too, just as long as I can stand to the bench. This is a point a great many people don't understand. There is a feeling for the sea that's inborn in certain people. We're sorry for people that have to work ashore. We're sorry for people who have to work for somebody else. The fisherman doesn't make much money, but he makes up for it in contentment.
Yes? What was it?
Hey, are you the answer man?
Yes, I'm the answer man. You have some questions?
Yeah, how do they make bowling balls?
They have some kind of a mold or something to put it in the shape, and then they probably go through some kind of a coating.
They're made out of rubber or plastic. I guess they would mold them.
They've got to be out of plastic because everything is.
Very interesting question. That man deserves an answer to his question. That's what he deserves, and he'll get it.
Well, bowling balls inside I think they're either fiberglass or wood.
Plastic. Out of steel? Hard marble, I think. Out of rock? Lava?
This has been asked time and time again. I've had literally thousands and thousands of letters.
Well, some bowling balls today have a plastic covering, but most of them are still made totally of rubber. The pieces of rubber are mixed with bits of cork and pressed together in a mold. Then a rubber cover is added, and after some finishing processes, you've got a bowling ball. Incidentally, if you're looking for the place in the factory where they drill the finger holes, they don't do that here. That's done at the bowling alley to fit your hand.
Fun? But true. But true.